I'm Megan and welcome to my kitchen. In today's video, I've got 3 really easy, yummy, but super cute and festive holiday breakfast ideas to share with you. These would be perfect for Christmas breakfast or, something quick to put together for the kiddos before they head off to school. So if you are needing some festive breakfast ideas, just keep watching. Today's video is also a collab with Taylor Elmore. I'm sure you're familiar with her channel, but if not, I'll have it linked down below. I love Taylor's channel. She is a wife and a mama. She does homeschooling. She does what's for dinner videos, grocery hauls, day in a life. Like I said, she's awesome. I know you'll love her channel. So I'll have it linked below. Make sure you check out her video as soon as you're done watching my video. First up, we're going to make slow cooker gingerbread oatmeal. Here are the ingredients we're going to use. We've got some ground cloves, ginger, cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, salt. Not pictured is water. You're going to need steel cut oats, and I do recommend, and the recipe recommends using steel cut oats and not regular oats because you're cooking this kind of low and slow. And then we also are going to use some molasses, and you really want to use molasses to have that true gingerbread flavor. So this is so easy. All you're going to do is spray your crock pot liner with whatever cooking spray you want. You could also just butter it. And I am having the recipe, by the way. So all we're going to do is basically just dump everything into the crock pot. So we're going to add in the oats, then the water. Then we're going to add all of the spices. So the salt, cinnamon, ground ginger, nutmeg, cloves, allspice. And once we've added the spices, we're going to add that molasses, give it a really, really good stir, and then we'll be ready to get this started. Now, obviously, it's helpful if you like gingerbread to make this gingerbread oatmeal. For my personal taste, I felt like it was just a tiny bit heavy on the cloves. So next time I make this, I would pull back just a little bit on the amount of cloves. So I'm going to cover this with a lid, and you can either cook this on high for 3 to 4 hours, and you do want to give it a stir maybe halfway through, or you can also cook this on low overnight, so for about 8 hours. So this is perfect to put together like Christmas Eve before you head to bed, and then it'll be ready for you Christmas morning. Now, the recipe made several suggestions for you for toppings or add-ins for the oatmeal, and I apologize, I forgot to mention this, but of course the recipe will be linked down in the description box below for you. So some of the suggestions they made were whipped cream, chopped nuts like pecans or walnuts, dried cranberries, raisins, chocolate chips, crumbled gingerbread cookies. I think crumbled ginger snaps would also be good. And then, of course, you could do a dusting of cinnamon, pumpkin spice, or some sugar. Today, I'm going to use some Cool Whip. I already had some thawed in my fridge. And then I'm just going to add a few little Christmas sprinkles to make it, cute and festive. So here is the finished oatmeal. I did taste it right before serving, and I felt like I wanted it a little bit sweeter. So I did add in a little brown sugar, and this was a yummy, really, it just screamed holidays to me. So this, if you like gingerbread, like I said, I would recommend you give this recipe a try. Next, we're going to make eggnog French toast Christmas trees. So here are the ingredients I'm going to use. You'll need some eggs. You'll need some kind of bread. I'm going to use some Texas toast. And then we need some butter to cook up the French toast, some eggnog, use your favorite brand, you could use homemade, vanilla extract, nutmeg, cinnamon. We're going to use some maple syrup with our eggnog toast. I've got some bacon for the Christmas tree trunk, strawberries for the decoration, and powdered sugar for the decoration. So for the strawberries, all I did was slice the strawberries into, I didn't go super thin on the strawberries, but I didn't go really thick to where I couldn't cut it out. I had a star cookie cutter, and when I went to make this, I could not find the cookie cutter anywhere, so I just used this little like flower shape. I figured it'd work enough for a star, and don't you know, 30 minutes after I finished making this, I found my little star cookie cutter. Isn't that how it goes? But anyway, so let me show you how to put this together. So easy. to a dish, and you want to make sure that your bread will fit in whatever dish you're using. I'm going to add in the eggs and give them a really, really good whisk, and then I'm going to add in the eggnog and give that a good whisk. And while I'm doing that, quick note on the Christmas trees. So you can absolutely use whatever you've got on hand or whatever you and your kiddos like. So example, for the Christmas tree trunk, instead of the bacon, you could use like sausage links that you cut in half to look like a little trunk. I saw some things on Pinterest where they used a piece of a banana to look like a tree trunk. For the decorations, I mean, you could, be a little naughty and use some Christmas candy. You could use chocolate chips. You could use strawberries, blueberries, icing, whatever. Like I said, whatever you've got on hand, whatever your kiddos like. And I think this would be a great thing to have your kiddos help decorate. They can make their own little Christmas trees. So once I've gotten the eggnog in there, I'm going to add in the vanilla and the seasonings. And with French toast, you really just want to make sure that this egg mixture is whipped really, really well. So once I've got that, I'm going to set that to the side and we'll get started cooking this. I've got my griddle pan on about medium, low heat. Once it is nice and warm, I'm going to add some butter. I'm going to take a slice of my bread and dip it into the egg mixture. And I like to let it soak for just a couple of seconds. I mean, you don't want to go too long because it will, basically get so soft you can't lift it. But you do want to let it sit in there so that the egg has a chance to get to the center of the bread. So once I've got that soaked, I'm going to add it to my griddle. And you just want to cook this for maybe 3 to 4 minutes or so per side until the eggs are cooked all the way through and the French toast is golden brown. Here's what they look like when they were done, and I know they don't look like a Christmas tree yet. We're going to fix that. So what we're going to do is take the French toast and we're going to cut each piece of French toast diagonally to make 2 triangles. And as I'm cutting the French toast, I'm just going to set that to the side. And then we're going to take our serving plate and we're going to take 3 pieces of French toast and line them up, kind of shingled like this with the triangle portion of the toast pointing up. Then we're going to take whatever we're using for the trunk and place that at the bottom. And then it's time to decorate. So I'm going to take the largest little strawberry flower / star, put that at the top. And then I'm going to add some of the little pieces of strawberry as ornaments. And then do a sprinkling of powdered sugar. 1, it's yummy, but 2, to make it look like snow on the Christmas tree. Here's what it looked like when it was done. Isn't this cute? And like I said, this would be great to have your kiddos decorate their own Christmas trees. For the final breakfast, we're going to make donut Rudolphs, Santa strawberry hats, and Merry milk. Now, I can't take credit for any of this. I found this all on Pinterest. First up, for the Santa strawberry hats, we're going to use some banana, strawberries, yogurt, and some white chocolate chips. For the donut Rudolphs, we're going to need some of the chocolate frosted donuts, some kind of pretzels. Now, I had these rings on hand, so that's what I'm going to use. But honestly, the regular twisted pretzels would turn out better. We're also going to need some red peanut M&Ms and then some black icing gel for the eyes. For the Merry milk, we've got some corn syrup, milk, some sprinkles, and then I'm going to add a candy cane. I'm going to start out with the strawberry Santa hat. So I've got the strawberries here. These, of course, have been washed. I'm going to slice off the green part. 1, we don't want to eat it. And then 2, to make it flat so that the strawberries will stand up straight. Next, I'm going to take the banana, remove the peel, of course, and then we're going to slice the banana. I wouldn't go super, super thin on this. You want to be able to pick these up, but you don't have to do a huge piece of banana. Next, I'm going to take some just plain vanilla yogurt and use that. You could also use whipped cream. You could use frosting, but I'm just going to stick with the yogurt as a healthy-ish version. Next, I'm going to add the strawberry on top of that yogurt. And then for the little pom-pom of the hat, I'm using some white chocolate chips. That's what I've got on hand. You could also use a mini marshmallow, or you could just do a little dollop of whipped cream. Next, for the donut Rudolphs, I'm going to take some of the donuts, lay them onto a plate, and then I'm going to take a red peanut M&M and place that into the center for Rudolph's nose. Now, for the antlers, like I said, I have these pretzel rings, so that's what I'm going to use on hand. But I would recommend using the pretzel twist if you've got them. I mean, just use what you've got. It still looked just fine. I am just going to break the ring in half, and then you see me kind of, adjusting to figure out which look more like an antler. I felt like the first time I did it, they looked more like bunny ears, so I broke off a little piece of them. And then for the eyes, I'm just using some of this icing gel. You can use the little candy eyes if you would like, but I'm going to add their little eyes, and then that's it. Aren't they little cuties? And I mean, how can you go wrong with chocolate donuts, right? But these were a tasty little cute treat. All right, last but not least, we are going to make some Mary milk. Now, I'm going to add some corn syrup to a shallow bowl. Now, the corn syrup worked okay. I saw some versions of this which said to add frosting, and dip your glass in it that way. And I think the frosting would actually work better. But in the second bowl, I'm just adding some sprinkles. Use whatever color, you prefer, what you've got on hand. And we're just going to take a glass, dip it into the corn syrup, and then dip it into the sprinkles. And that's it. And look, it took like 2 seconds, and now it looks so cute. It's festive, and I think your kiddos will love this. So we're going to add just some, regular milk. You could do chocolate milk, strawberry milk, whatever. And to make it a little more festive, I added in a candy cane. All right, here is the plate. So we've got the donut Rudolphs, the little Santa strawberry hats, and the Mary milk. All right, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got some Christmas breakfast ideas. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button below and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And don't forget to go check out Taylor's video. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.